It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Give him the 411, Canada Dry.
Well, it looks like it's a good night to do some talking about wrestling. It's time for Dynamite After Dark.
Hit that music.
Oh, yeah.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Hey, how you doing? It's Wednesday night. We're coming to you not from Nebraska because that place is covered in nothing but feet of snow. I'm coming to you live from the AFW Network home base. I am, of course, one of your co-hosts, but I am, of course, the one with the smoothest head in all of professional wrestling. I am the almighty JFB and James from Boston.
JFB, do you have the Bret the Hitman Hart voice thing on there?
You talking about this one?
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
That's right. I'm your Canadian hero, the patron saint of professional wrestling, the gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry. Damn it.
I love you, Canada Dry.
I love you too.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is the Lord of the Manor, and in less than 3 hours, your official birthday boy, it's me, it's Lord Ryan Rich, on another Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah.
And rocking the old school effing wrestling shirt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, word on the street is you can sell that for a pretty penny. That's all I'm saying. That's how valuable our shirts are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what you
High
get?
resale value.
Yeah, you can get them at prowrestlingtees.com/F1wrestling. I mean,
You
why not?
certainly
It's
can.
an investment. Yeah.
Or you can get this one.
Oh! Sharpshooter action! All right, just knucklehead down below. Go ahead. Lay it on us, brother. Who the hell are you and why are you here?
It's me. It's me. It's that EVP. And before I say another word, happy birthday, Lord Ryan Rich. Love you, buddy.
Happy birthday. Happy.
Lord Ryan Rich. How
Yes,
old
guys.
are you? How
Okay.
old are you?
I'm going to be 44, and I will tell you, this is how committed I am to AFW. Not long after this telecast ends, I'm going to be hopping on a red eye to Dubai in order to negotiate an international seas deal, but I couldn't leave everyone out here without having at least one birthday beer with my boys.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Lord Ryan Rich. It's good to have you
Salute
around
to
for
all of
another
you.
year.
Salute to all of you.
Now, some of you don't know this, but I almost died tonight.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah, you were telling us.
What the hell happened?
So I'm coming back from the Safeway. I'm crossing the street, and it's all good. The little Walkman is there, and some asshole turns the corner and is just about to run me over. And I don't know what happened, but I was like the road runner when he's or the coyote when he's on the air and he's trying to run.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't move. Like I
Oh,
was frozen and I was about to die. Luckily, he slammed on the brakes in time, but
But like I said in the chat, you're not getting out of AFW After Dark that easy.
oh, now let's just clarify here. If I died, I would haunt this podcast,
Good.
And so,
and
but
I
you
wouldn't
know what-
stop until you avenged my death.
You know what would happen? Me and Lord Ryan Rich, we're getting the wrought iron, we're getting the salt, and we're going on a ghost hunting mission.
No, you're not hunting me. You're avenging my death. Come on.
Nope. Time to go to sleep, bitch.
Under the light. No, you get me away from the light. I'm fighting.
Going to heaven, you son bitch, where you belong.
Look, Shane can take care of the vengeance. Me and Lord Ryan Rich are doing the hunting.
Listen, I will leave gladly if I'm avenged. I will gladly enter the light. But that guy ran me over.
I mean, yeah, okay, but just know, professional ghost hunters, right here.
Yeah.
We watched
Supernatural.
all 15 seasons of Supernatural multiple times. You understand me? I know how to get rid of a ghost.
Fine, I'm not going to be a ghost then, asshole. That's it. I'm not going to become one.
You can't really control that.
Oh, I've got hookups. I am the patron.
Whether or not you decide to go where you're supposed to go, if you linger here.
Oh, I'm not lingering. I'm out of here.
I'll be like Aubrey.
Now. All right, guys.
I will tell you what, though. We will give you the proper hunter burial, though. Big pyre.
This is like a Viking funeral minus the boat on the water. It's like a nice funeral pyre built up. It's beautiful, really.
Now, Tiffany, would you sing at my funeral?
No.
You're not going to sing at my funeral? Come on.
I'm sorry. I have stage fright like that. I could not.
Wings. Come on.
You give me a couple of Captain and Cokes. I got karaoke for you, Karen.
You don't want karaoke.
I mean, I guess if I had a couple of drinks in me.
Guess what?
You'll
Lord
bring
Ryan Rich.
my wings. If you have a couple drinks in you, I'll will that into you then.
Lord Ryan Rich is a professional karaoke KJ. So if you need someone to sing at a funeral, your boy's got you back. We're going to break out some Go Rest High by Vince Gill. It's going to be classy, and you're going to enjoy it.
By here, since JFB's, I want him to be like Master Chef. We're going to have a Bret Hart themed funeral here.
I love
Rich is going to be like, how old are you going to be, Rich? 50?
44? 44.
She's been bumping you up by like 6 years.
Offensive, but okay. No, I'll be Owen at your funeral, and I'll be like, enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
At my funeral.
Yeah, I'll be your brother.
Oh my God.
I'll be Bruce Hart. I'm gonna be like, why? Why don't you come to my wrestling school?
Why is he dead?
I'll have that cane sent to you through the mail, Rich. It's okay.
This is getting a little morbid here, guys.
You're the one talking about becoming a ghost, man. I just run with it. Okay?
Well, I just thought my friends would avenge my death, but no.
Oh, I'll avenge
We
you.
can do more than one thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're multitaskers.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah, you walk alongside me while secretly ready to vacuum me up at once.
I mean, we have what's called Plan Omega. It's already in place.
Yeah, I'm not a bad ghost. I'm like Casper.
Yeah, Plan Omega. Plan Omega. That's all I'm saying. It's already in
Canada
order.
Dry, the friendly ghost.
Are you right?
And if Plan Omega goes awry, we have Plan Alpha.
You know what'd be cool is if I could like actually be a ghost on the show and it would look like I'm a ghost and like haunty sort of. I don't know if that's possible, but that'd be cool, like a haunty filter.
See what I can do. See what I can
Now
do.
you can have a little picture of Casper
Yeah,
instead of your face.
So you guys want to talk about wrestling?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about wrestling. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. And they got like a feet of snow. And so why not? Rich looks 20. I agree.
And Sheriff Eric, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Good job.
You would not be fined for that. Only if you argue with me about getting your pits in.
No, like you guys are best friends now, anyways, right? So why would you fine him?
Okay. He's not off the hook.
Oh, you're the one who hurt him. He didn't hurt you.
All right, let's go to our first match of the night. That's how we open. Not with a segment, but with a match. Orange Cassidy, Mark Davis, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Ricochet. Winner goes to Dynasty to become and challenge Kenny Omega for the International Championship. I'm going to go around the horn because that's what I like to do. Canada Dry, you go first. Thoughts on the first match?
This was a banger. And do you know who the big star of this match was?
Mark Davis.
Mark effing Davis. This guy looked like a beast. He was so great, and he did so well with those guys. I'm a Mark Davis fan now. I wasn't before this match.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I love the controversial ending with Ricochet and Speedball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
I like this
interesting way
booking
to
so
go.
far.
All right. Tiff, your turn.
Who couldn't be a fan of Aussie Open, man? I thought this match was a good starter to pump us up for the rest of the show. I love a good pump up match to begin with, and
Pump up.
love Mike Bailey. I thought the match was fun.
All right.
Her name is Tiff, and he's just here to pop you up.
I'm Hans, and I am Franz, and we're at the
We're here to pop you up.
Up. We can tell who watched 90 Saturday Night Live.
Well, you know, Rich, sometimes when me and you are joking, and JP kind of is, EVP Joe is just like, not today.
He don't know what to do.
No, I'm not an SNL guy. I never watched it.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
What you did
never
was
had
FNL.
either, Joe. I have never seen the show either much.
oi, 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 oi. All right, Lord and I, Rich, your thoughts on the first match?
Yeah, so I was on Death's Door last week, so I didn't get to watch the introduction of Speedball. So this was my first match with him in AEW, and the guy looks crisp.
Yeah.
Like, just real crisp. And, like, you just start thinking of all the different matches you want to have with him.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to pull out all of your toys and say, I want to have Superman take on Captain America, and
You know, Rich?
Wolverine's going to take on Lobo.
You know, Rich, what's really cool, I was talking in the chat, you get Speedball and Ricochet, and you put them in a tag team someday down the road, and you just call them that, Speedball and Ricochet.
I would be on board with this tag match.
I
That
would
would
call
be
it, I would
so
call
fun.
it Flubber, but that's just me.
What would you call it?
Flubber.
I don't mind that either.
All right, EVP Joe, your thoughts on the first match?
Y'all did not sell this match for as good as it was.
I only spoke for like 4 seconds, so I mean,
Go ahead, Lord Reinrich. I'll let
no, you're all right. It was awesome. There you
go.
go. Mop up my mess for me, big brother.
No, you did a good job. Don't beat yourself up.
This match was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It did an amazing job of getting everyone the shine that a match like this should do.
And a hot crowd all night.
Mark Davis pulling up freaking Orange Cassidy into that pile driver was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like he's throwing him around like it's no big deal. I love both people winning because Ricochet has absolutely earned it. And you don't and everybody wants to see Speedball and Omega.
Yeah.
And it's a reason
Well,
why.
it protects everyone
got-
there too, really, in a 3-way match. Because
Yeah,
there's no
you get to
rules,
protect
so
Omega
whatever
in
else.
that situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the only person here who did not like the ending. I wish they would have just stuck with one person.
I would have preferred that as well, to be honest with you.
My problem with 3-ways is that you're taking
I don't
out
have one.
potential number one contenders and putting them into the ring at the same time. You can stretch storylines out longer when you have one on one. But
what'd you think of the match, JB?
I thought the match was actually. I'm not a huge fan of the 4-way matches. Never have been. But this was an amazing match. It was a great match. At first, I'm like, listen, I understand Mark Davis, beefy guy, but why in the world are you making him look like a monster when he's like under 6 foot tall? But it worked. It worked as he progressed through it. They built him up to be this beast of a monster. I liked it. I thought it was a great match. It was a great way to open the show.
Okay, so before we move on to the next segment, I want to tell everyone what we're doing in the flower shop today.
What's that?
We're going to do our favorite game show.
All right. I like that.
Oh, man.
You get one show.
What?
Yeah.
One show.
That's impossible.
That's why I'm giving you lots of time.
Oh, you're a rat bastard.
I am a rat bastard, but I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, you do.
We go to a couple of hype videos really quickly. We got a Dynasty. They're hyping up the Dynasty card. We get one about the Hurt Syndicate. And then we go to our second match. We're kind of flowing in this show.
Oh, we got a problem here.
Oh boy.
Sheriff, he's shocked.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little flabbergasted as well because it's such a cultural wave of, 50 years of doing this.
Yeah, he hasn't watched any of it.
Well, it's not like I've never sat
I
down
know,
and
it's
watched
funny,
a
I'm
full
just
episode. I've seen clips and I know the cultural.
Yeah.
Like,
But you never got into it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I've never sat down and watched. Just like, oh, it's 11:30 on a Saturday night. Let me sit down and watch SNL or whatever.
Yeah.
You've probably seen like some of the cool clips, like the Trebek one on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know like of Celebrity SNL, Celebrity Jeopardy, and all that good stuff. Yes.
Yeah. One of my favorites.
Because of my age, because I'm only 34 and all of you are older than me.
Don't make me boot your ass. They're not booting your ass, by the way.
Whenever I
You were
was
still
little,
around for a good era of SNL, so I don't want to.
some of my family did watch the show, but because of my age and they didn't know anything about wrestling at all, so like they didn't know I was watching much worse than anything on Saturday Night Live. They still made me exit the room and go to bed or whatever, and they just didn't let me stay up to watch it.
It was past your bedtime, and you'd all drank all the Mountain Dew already.
And so I forgot.
I wasn't
all
allowed
about
to
its
watch The
existence.
Simpsons, and I still watch Saturday Night Live.
You found a way.
No, I was allowed to watch Saturday Night Live. I just wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
All right, let's move on. We got lots to cover here.
Let's go to our second match of the night. Mercedes Moné, your TBS champions, taking on Billy Starks for the TBS championship. Kendra, you go first. Thoughts on the second match?
This is another banger.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. I didn't even know this was going to be on the show. We didn't even put this in our prediction league.
No.
It literally got announced like 2 hours before the show.
Now, there's talk of a snowstorm. Maybe could have caused to have to change the match, so maybe they fast forwarded that.
Well, no, Tony Khan tweeted out, he was like, because of the blizzard, everything, like he had more matches lined up that he couldn't announce because he had to wait till close to showtime to see if everyone could make it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was probably already planned.
It was planned. They announced it last week for this week. They just never said whether it was Wednesday or Saturday.
Oh, okay, so they just should have told us.
Yeah.
But this match was really good. Starks is so damn good.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna be one of the best in the world one day.
Yeah.
Well, she's already toe to toe with anyone.
Yeah. How old is she again?
20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah. So like this girl is gonna be multiple time world champion, whether it's in WWE here, what she's got a big career ahead of her.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. What do you think, Tiff?
Yeah, I like this match. Another good Monet match for a change. As I said before, her matches are getting better in AEW.
She's got a lot of good ones, Tiff.
Not
No,
to me.
you're just a hater. That's what it is. She has
I-
not had that many bad
If
matches.
actually hates somebody, look at this. She's a hater.
I don't hate her. I just like.
We're not talking about
sometimes-
Jimmy Hater. Let's stay focused. It's about Monet.
Anyway, I agree very much with what you said about Billy Starks. She's very young and she's got a whole career ahead of her, and I think she's gonna be successful in every way
All right.
as
Rich.
she goes.
This match was awesome. And I want to take the time to point out that there were 2 women's matches on this card, and one of them main evented.
Yep.
And probably was the wrong one,
Yep.
to be honest with you. But I can understand why, because of who was on commentary, but we'll get to that later. But this match, that I feel like there was a couple of like miscommunications very early in the match where I was like, okay, they're feeling each other out. This is probably the first time they worked together. But by like the minute and a half mark or so, I felt like they started really getting into a good flow. And then after the 5-minute mark, you're just like, wow, we're witnessing something here.
Yeah.
And that driver that Billy Starks did to her, I liked the way they pull that off and how Monet tucks her head at the very last second to get on her shoulders.
Yeah.
That is work.
Yep.
That is beautiful, and that is safe wrestling. And that was beautiful to see, executed by a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, those are 2 professionals in the ring,
Oh, yeah.
bar none.
Some
And-
20-year-old can't even get out of their freaking basement.
Precisely. Or don't even know how to order their own pizza or make their own doctor's appointment.
Yes.
But, I mean, this match was beyond impressive.
Joe.
Yeah, this was another great match, and I know we said it. Look, Billy Starks is 20 years old. I saw her wrestle in person earlier this year when she won the ROH Women's title, and she's improved since then. Like, she is so good. It's like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see her on AEW because most of you understand this, she is the Silver Surfer to Galactus that is Ember Moon. Athena, yes. Athena is coming. Like, because it's been teased for weeks. The freaking promo later on that we'll talk about later tonight absolutely teases this. So, but yeah, Lord Reinrich, that freaking driver that Billy hit, like, I don't know how they did it. I don't
either.
I've tried to watch it back and I can't figure out. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everyone just I don't care what anyone says. Mercedes Monet is actually good. I know it's the cool hip thing to hate on people.
She's won me over. I love her.
Yeah.
I don't
Honestly,
necessarily hate her.
The whole
No,
women's
We're not
division
talking
right
about Jamie Hater.
No,
Jeez,
this
what-
is just I'm talking about the internet in general.
Yeah. The women's
Not
division
Jamie
looks so
Hater.
good right now, though, like all the way through.
Yeah.
Like even the work that Penelope's doing with Megan Bain, everything else that we'll talk about later on, those
The
competitors,
women's
like
division over the
hot.
last year has stepped up.
it's hot.
Yeah. Hugely stepped up. This was an amazing match. I mean, start to finish, it was a really good match.
Mhm.
I'm with Canada Dry. I am becoming a Monet non-hater. I am
All about Jamie Hater. Just why did I keep on doing this?
I'm retracting my membership to the I Hate Monet fan club. I'm taking it back. I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm totally digging what she's doing right now. I think
Hey, JFB, welcome to the dark side.
But you know what? Also, she's done a lot of goodwill in AEW to like bury that concept idea of her, like promoting different wrestlers and telling who's good and all that kind of stuff, and just giving credit where it's due.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to the Outrunners. They are apparently pulling for the Omaha. What are they? The Wolverines, or the whatever they are, whatever the school.
I have no idea. I don't even remember.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
I'm trying to
Call it Smallage.
I wanted to say the Omaha Hawks, but I don't know if that's right.
Nah, I'm thinking it was a long letter. It was a long name. We go to an all-in hype video. Then we go to an MJF and MVP recap, which leads to an MJF promo. Canada Dry, our first promo segment of the night. Lay it on me, brother. What did you thought?
Which one are we doing?
MJF promo.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
We're talking about different people, and he runs past Swerve like they've never fought each other, but he's like, I'm winning in life. But it just made me think we haven't gotten Swerve and MJF yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they heavily teased it like November before he left, before he was injured, but they heavily teased it, but never did anything.
So I can't wait for when we get we got something to look forward to.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this. Now, EVP and I were talking in DMs, and we talked about MJF is probably bringing in his own faction, not the Hurt Syndicate. And I don't know who it could be, but I'm pretty sure Hammerstone is one of them, right, Joe?
Yeah, I would think it would be Hammerstone. I don't know who else would be, though. Maybe if they can get his other member from MLW, I think he's still there in MLW.
Richard Holiday?
Yeah. Maybe because I knew he was a free agent because he had cancer and then he's beat it, so he's back wrestling.
Yeah.
Not sure where.
But I'm also sure there's some young up-and-comers that they see something in that they could just stick in the group.
Well, I will say, during the world title match, it looks like we might be getting a heel FTR, so maybe they rejoin back up with MJF.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Thanks
for blowing it.
Jerk. Look, everything is so intertwined tonight. It's hard to not smooth.
I've done it many times.
All right, Tiff, what did you think about MJF's promo?
You know what? I didn't even say it. I didn't even know. Like,
shame.
Even on the show, I was just like wondering what the heck you guys were talking about. I think YouTube TV might have had something to do with it. I don't know, because I think I seen like an ad or whatever, so I wasn't paying attention anymore.
Were you watching that goat show again? The show about goats? I know you like goats, Steffi, but come on.
I have YouTube TV, and I didn't have a problem.
Oh, there she goes. Take it off in the middle of the conversation.
All right, Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts on the MJF promo?
MJF promo was fantastic, as per usual.
Sorry, my son interrupted.
No worries. MJF knows how to master the English language and bend it to his will, and he did that once again. I feel like there's a little bit of edge to him, like he knows something's coming. And I feel like that's when we get the most dangerous, Max, is when he's scheming. Yeah. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Okay, Joe.
I love this promo because it's something different from MJ. It's not your typical out in the middle of the ring, ranty type, reach for the low hanging fruit, insult the local people. It's a different kind of promo from MJF, and I loved it because once again, he's still in 2 minutes, he basically post Copeland set the whole main event scene for AEW is what he did.
Yep.
Absolutely.
The man's a poet.
Sometimes you cut bad promos, sometimes you cut good ones. MJF happened to have cut great promo. It was a solid heel promo. It was a really good promo.
Like I said, I think my favorite thing is what he said, like, we haven't faced Swerve, but I'm beating him at life. Like, that was such a great line.
I don't think he is.
Yeah. Let's go to our third match. It is the street fight match. We're taking Preston Hardcastle. He is taking on your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. Canada Dry, you go first. Lay it on, my brother.
I just want to say, AEW Championship. I really miss you.
Yeah.
I just want you to come. I just want you to be around again. Like I miss you. It's been a long time. AEW Championship.
Well, it's right here.
The
You wanna see
AEW.
it?
You got
Oh,
the AEW.
AEW. Oh, my bad. I thought you said the AFW. I was like,
No,
it's right back here. You want me to go grab it?
Well, I guess if we can't get the AEW Championship, I guess we could get the AFW World
I was
Championship.
just saying, I misheard. I apologize. I apologize. I just want to mention the fact that just like my good friend Trey J Styles, I'm going to be holding the World Championship 2 straight years on my birthday. Thank you.
Is that old age kicking in, that hearing going, huh?
Oh,
No, my hearing sharp as a tack. It's just, I only hear certain frequencies. People above, about 5 foot.
Oh, funny.
all right. Let's go.
Bordy. So
I'm just messing with
let's
you.
get back to the match here. Like I missed that world title, but this was a really, really good match.
Mm-hmm.
And if this had been Joe and I were talking, this should have been the what was on at the pay-per-view
At Revolution.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
but
sure.
at the same time, I still like how this kind of fixes it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you forget about that. You're like, okay, this is cool. This is a cool ending.
What do you think,
So,
Luna?
yeah, it was they let's first and foremost, let's talk about that spot.
Oh, with Spike.
That the nail going into the back.
Not nails.
Bro,
Nails, yes, nails.
Plural?
Yes.
Well, it looked like a golf ball on his back.
That has to be the craziest wrestling spot I've ever seen on TV.
On professional television, yes.
Like even more than Cody lighting himself on fire on that table.
I don't know. I think that's up there with Darby going through the glass at last year's Revolution. That's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was on free TV.
Okay, yes. Free TV, yes, you're right. I just think.
I think that's what Canada Dry was referring to, right?
Oh, okay.
On
My
free
bad.
TV.
Understood. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead, Tiff.
Yeah, total banger of a match. You know what? I have seen much worse than what we've seen tonight, and my first death match was when I was 11 years old watching it on the internet in a way that I shouldn't be, but I did it anyway. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, you're
Anyway.
a criminal.
You're a
That's
naughty
what.
little girl.
There it is.
I
just
will
snuck in
always cringe no matter what. Like I just seen it again for the first time ever.
Yeah, he's
I'm
gonna
like,
need some stitches, I'm pretty sure.
What'd you say?
I said he's gonna need some stitches.
Yeah. He's gonna be. He's
no
gonna
crap.
Be in some pain in a minute.
No, he's gonna have to fill that in with concrete, dude.
And Spackle.
That's how we got concrete John Moxley.
That's right.
New rendition.
Part man, part concrete.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Rich. Your thoughts?
Yeah. What match are we talking about again?
Moxley.
Yeah, that's right. This was friggin' insane.
Yeah.
Like in the most ridiculously wonderful way. Like I can't. Yeah, I'm kind of there with Noob. Like outside of watching the Undertaker Mankind match where he threw him off the top of the cage,
Yeah.
like, and seeing Foley's tooth up through his upper lip coming out by his nose,
Yeah.
like
That didn't even happen getting thrown onto the table. That was the second spot.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the second
That
spot.
wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, both of those things, like that, it reminds me of that. Or the only other thing it reminds me of is that one time that Sid Vicious came off the top rope and just shattered his ankle.
Oh yeah,
That was brutal.
That's the kind of graphic that this like brought me back to.
Yeah, nothing can compare to that accident.
Bro, yeah. I mean, and those are complete accidents. But, and then Yuta trying to pull it out and the skin just attaching and stretching at the same
I
time.
think Yuta was doing it
Yeah.
wrong. The referee said, let me do it. You're fucking this
No.
up.
Yeah,
No,
that was
Why didn't
brutal.
everyone in, dude? I thought they were legit going to stop the match.
Dude, the ref couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
Well, no, because if you were paying attention,
Yeah.
when the rest of the Death Riders come out, you see Mox in the corner with the doctor, and the doctor's furiously working to get it out of his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the match was going to end early. Then I was like, oh my gosh, they better get this out so they could continue.
Yeah, I was like, if they call an audible, what are they going to do? I mean, ooh.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Okay, so I want to say, first off, loved the match.
Yeah.
Until the end. I thought the end was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, before the match ends, you get the Death Riders come out. You get FTR. You get Willow. Then you get Christian's little cronies, which I don't understand why, because they've already been teasing that split. Why are they out there doing the work for
They
Christian?
don't like Uncle Cope.
It still doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Maybe Christian's going to get mad at him for doing it.
Oh, maybe.
But I thought for sure Copeland's head was getting kicked off by Dax. I thought Dax was just going to stomp him in because it looked like what they was going to do for us.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this, EV Joe.
Yeah. So clearly, I don't know how we're going to get there because obviously Cash isn't on board with this heel turn at the moment. So
Yeah.
I think what happens is he gets swayed over to Dax's side.
Yeah, I was like, they can't break this team up. At least they better not break up FTR. That would be the
No, that
dumbest
would be
thing.
really silly.
No, they're like one of the only pure tag teams in all of AEW.
Other than the Bucks.
Yeah. Well, they're not. Yeah, but they're not around right now.
Yeah. I thought I mean, to be honest with you, like I don't know why this match was on.
You know what?
TV.
1 second. What if this is how the Bucks come back? They come and they help Cope, and that's what drives the wedge between Cash and Cope. He's like, I've been here with you for the end. You're gonna these punks. You know we can't stand these guys. You've seen what they were before they left, and you're gonna accept help from them. Like that could be a cool story.
I dig it.
I mean, I'd be down to at least give it a
Strange
go.
bedfellows, man, make for interesting stories.
Yeah.
And that seems to be something that AEW likes to mess around with is stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, overall, I thought the match was all right. I don't know why this match was on TV. This should have been a pay-per-view match. This is what that match at Revolution should have been. You know.
I think they this was an answer to the backlash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they wanted to give away, and I think Mox and Cope, they believed that they could give more, and they did.
Yeah. They did a good job. It was a really good match. It doesn't, I don't know. It just, for me, it just doesn't make sense. It was kind of like,
I get it. I don't get the placement of it either in the show. I think that's
I
part of
do.
the problem.
yeah. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
did. It let off the second hour. Right?
I mean, I get it. If you're going to have the women's main event for a reason, there's no better place than to put your world title than at the top of the second hour.
Yeah. So we go to our Revolution recap with Jericho's match, and then we go to Renee with Bandito.
Bandito.
Oh, good Lord. This man cannot. I mean, I get it. He's from Mexico. English is a second language. Give him a manager who can help him.
Alex Abrantes.
Just a default Mexican.
Yeah. Whatever.
Or like do Shibata and have Shibata translate. I know, like
He says
that would be horrible.
Shibata's like, he said.
that'd be like having Stephen Hawking as his translator.
Yes.
He says he's gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
And then Bandito's like, Yeah.
So let's go to our fourth match of the night. It's Ospreay versus AR Fox. Canada Dry, fourth match.
AR Fox had a foxy new entrance. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this entrance. I thought this was a great match.
Yeah.
But so far, it's the least good match of the night.
Yeah.
Because it kind of drops off a little.
Yeah.
In this part of it.
It's a match that's thrown together and has no story.
Yeah. But it is the least like they got you, and it's like they take the foot off the gas a little.
Yeah.
And it's not even their fault. It's like some of those matches were just so freaking good. And how do you follow that world title match?
Right.
Yeah. Keep going.
But it was good. I like that they're trying to reinvent AR Fox again, try to give him a little bit of life.
Yeah.
Just tell him to tell his boss when he has travel issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I think the problem is you're at that part of the ride on the roller coaster where you're at the very tippy top and you're like, oh, Jesus, please make sure we don't go backwards and die.
Yeah.
And then you go over the top. We're right there with Will Ospreay. I think the problem is that we built him up so much. And then they're like, well, what are we going to do with him? Because All In is not until another 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, let's start doing bingo ball booking.
Actually, it's 4 months.
Box.
It's 4 months. It's not even 3.
Yeah, it's 4 months. So I feel like we're going to be in a stasis.
Well, doesn't the Owen Hart tournament start soon?
No, it doesn't start for another 2 or 3 months.
I don't.
No, I think it starts to be like right around Double or Nothing, right?
They
So I
might
think
start
we're
like right
2
after
months
Double
away.
or Nothing
Okay.
and have that go throughout up until.
Yeah. But, at this point, like until that tournament starts, what are you going to do with your hottest wrestler? Oh, we're going to have them just wrestle whoever I randomly pick out of the bingo ball bucket. Tonight it's AR Fox. Next week it could be just about anybody. Maybe it's Commander. I have no idea. The match was
AR Fox is a good wrestler.
Oh, AR Fox is a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Everything about this match was good.
Yeah.
It sucks that I feel like we're at a point now where we're going to see a lot of really bad booking for Ospreay until.
But if you can elevate AR Fox a little bit out of this,
yeah. What do you think, Tiff?
It was a pretty good match. Pretty solid. AR Fox never disappoints. I always like seeing him whenever he brings on like, yay, AR Fox is back again. So I know I always enjoy his matches.
I sleep on a bed of nails. Right before that spot, I was thinking, why bring Spike in there? They're not going to use it. Man, was I wrong.
The most brutal thing I think I've ever seen in a wrestling match was when The Rock continuously hit Mick Foley in the head with a chair over and over and over again until he finally said, I quit. Like, that was wretched to watch in comparison to in comparison to the violence from
headshots are no joke, right?
Also, another one The Rock did, that chair shot to Ken Shamrock unprotected was nasty.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts on the fourth match?
see, I thought that this was this was like a good 4th of July firework that you have. It goes off quickly. It's got a good boom pop, and you enjoy it for the quick time that it was there. So,
Bam, bam, thank you, Pam.
exactly. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
No, Pam. Specifically, Pam.
Specifically. But it to me it was short, sweet. They have similar styles. They made each other look good. A rising tide lifts all boats. So I thought this was a fun match.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, the match was fine, but I want to point out before this and after this, commentary was on another level tonight.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was.
With their one-liners, like during the Mox match, Taz says, if you're getting your ass kicked by a girl in a sweater, it's not a good night for you. And then, like, you had Shivani sit there say, like, because Taz was talking about his GPA, and Shivani was like, yeah, GPA Jones over here.
They were pretty witty tonight.
Oh, and then Tony Storm at the end just added to everything.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about
Like
that.
I will get to that, but I'm just saying that was a cherry on top for commentary.
Yep, absolutely. So you get a Swerve promo video, and then we lead into Renee with Hangman Page and his promo. I gotta just say one thing.
That haircut is horrible.
Thank you. The dye job, the haircut, it literally, he looks like his name should be Mike Honcho, and he does any kind of porn.
Someone in our AFW group said Will Ferrell is all elite with a picture of Hangman.
In our AFW community.
Oh God, it was wild. Canada Dry. Your thoughts on the?
I didn't mind the segment. He needs to just let his hair grow again, I guess, right?
Yeah.
He'll be back to normal in a couple weeks.
See if I can get you to see.
It's hard to see.
It's a bad picture. It's not going to clear.
Pixelated or whatever you want to say. But I like this. He's like, I'm not forgetting about Swerve.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna focus on me, not other people. I like that.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't go after Swerve, it's because he's looking after him.
Yeah. There you go. What do you think, Luna?
Yeah, sorry about that. If you guys heard that, I muted the mic.
Did you fart or something?
No, some random alarm went off in the house.
Oh,
Anyway,
tired.
So you didn't fart.
No.
Oh, then you're hired back.
Oh, you're back. Yeah.
What do you think, Lord Reinrich?
Anyways, go ahead.
It is less than 2 hours until my birthday, and you pull that.
Yeah, it's kind of heinous.
Happy birthday.
That's
Happy birthday, Rich.
rude.
You know what?
No, we're just pointing your shirt back at you. That's all it is.
You know what's funny, Lord Ryan Rich? It's less than an hour for me until your birthday.
That's true.
Oh, you're like in the future.
On the East Coast, it's almost my birthday.
It's 10 o'clock here for me.
Jeff, you got any thoughts on this?
I enjoyed the main event.
No, we're talking about
Hangman Page.
Hangman Page.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Lord Rich.
It was basic. It just set the stage. He said bruv at the end, so he's throwing a direct jab at Ospreay for going out and saying he's in the Owen. So that's going to be an interesting. That very well could be your final. I think is Hangman and Ospreay.
Nice tease, right?
Just from those two, and then being the first two win, and then the comment of bruv at the end. The crystal ball is telling me that's going to be the final two.
Now, I have a question for you, Rich. Do you want like teases like this, or would you rather just find out?
Teases are fine.
Oh, you like that? Like some people don't like
it. Depends
teases.
because not everyone's going to get the tease.
Yeah. So it makes you feel like you're smart or something because you're
not necessarily that. It's just people pick up different things and they perceive different things differently. So it's really not that. It's just like it's one thing that they throw out there. And if you catch it, cool. If you don't, all right.
Then you're stupid, Rich says.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think, Joe?
Oh, it was a fine promo. I just want to talk about, I hope they keep stacking this Owen tournament. So far, we got Will Ospreay, we got Hangman Page. I feel like MJF is probably going to be in it. I hope they just load this tournament up with everyone who could feasibly win. I don't want no filler, no.
Jay White's going to be in there.
Yeah, put Jay White in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Swerve is winning the world championship at Dynasty. He'll go all the way to All In, where he's going to repay Will Ospreay for doing the job for him last year.
It's possible.
Maybe.
My prediction.
That's just a real short reign.
Well, at first I didn't have a problem. I had a problem with it, but that short reign, you're still stacking up two. You're now a 2-time champion.
It's true.
Okay.
And it's better than not having any reign at all, right?
Yeah.
I just I wonder where Hangman will fit into all of it. That's all. Because I don't want All In to end up becoming a 3-way match or a 4-way match or something.
And I'm fine. I'm fine with Swerve having a short reign like that. I'm a huge fan, but I just want this Moxley thing to be over with, and who better than Swerve Strickland to take it from him?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
You know what? At this point, everyone's rumoring, this is my thing, anyone but Eddie Kingston. Everyone's like, oh, Eddie Kingston needs to come back and take this title off of him.
Eddie Kingston needs to be traded to WWE.
That man could never come back to AEW, and it would be too soon. He's a crybaby. I can't
stand
him.
Are horrible.
His character sucks.
Eddie Kingston,
You're a hater, Joe. You're a hater.
Oh, I know. I admit it.
I need you all to ratify this trade, okay?
Eddie Kingston. I think he's a crybaby. His character sucks. He's not a good wrestler.
Okay, then you will ratify this trade, right?
And I'd give him away for a freaking bag of peanuts.
Listen, we're getting Austin Theory for Eddie Kingston.
Absolutely.
Yes. Do you ratify this, JFB?
No.
What?
I love Eddie Kingston.
Thank you.
Mute that guy. Lord Ryan Rich, you ratify this trade?
No, I love Kingston.
Doesn't matter. It's 3 against 2.
One of my favorite shirts, JFB.
Yeah, you bring him to WWE.
We need kick her off. It'll be 2-on-2, and then we're good.
No, she's voting with us. She wants him to WWE.
What?
Yeah, I said I don't care. I don't care where a wrestler goes. If he comes to WWE, cool.
Oh, blah. No one likes someone who's wishy-washy.
Wow.
What?
Pick a side.
I'm
done with it now. Let's keep going.
All right. So Renee's in the back with Monet talking about her matches. She keeps mentioning about who trained Billy Starks, who trained her. Well, we know who trained her. Athena. And they are making obvious statements that Athena is going to come to AEW and leave, maybe possibly Ring of Honor. Thank freaking God. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the Mercedes Moné backstage?
I don't think she's leaving Ring of Honor.
Okay.
I think she's staying the Ring of Honor champion while doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe possibly become 2 belts.
Yeah. Okay. Luna.
To be honest with you, it's another thing I really did pay attention to.
Okay.
You know these questions are coming. Tiff, jeez.
I don't really pay attention to backstage segments all that much.
You need to focus, or we're going to skip you in backstage segments.
No.
Yep. Let's go to Lord Ryan Rich.
This segment turned me into a little excitement goblin.
Yeah.
What are we going to have here?
He's ratifying the deal.
We don't care what Noob says. He never
Yes,
changes.
we do. Of course we do.
He'll never let it go.
Yep.
All right?
Well, we do care what he thinks.
Anyways, the thought of Athena and Monet in a title versus title match, maybe, or just champion versus champion with just the heavyweight title on the line, because I think Athena should hold the ROH heavyweight title for like at least another 4 years. Like, just make it ridiculous at this point. Like, make it
ridiculous at this point.
I make it more. I like it.
Make her the greatest ROH champion of all time.
Exactly. Of any gender. But so yeah, I enjoyed this just for what it possibly means.
Joe.
Yeah, like this is what I referenced earlier. First off, I love Monet's like her facial work. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Like just the way she presents herself backstage has evolved so much, and I absolutely love it. Like she's and you can tell like her and Renee are real friends. Like they just banter off each other. It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely at All In, which is where this had to happen because they started teasing it when they did the All In announcement because they had both of them there. We are absolutely getting Mercedes Moné versus Athena. I don't know if Athena will still be the women's champion. I hope not. I want her off of ROH. I want her on AEW TV weekly.
Yeah.
Where she should be.
I concur. Let's go to our main event. It is the fifth and final match. It is Megan Bayne. She's going to be taking on Chris Statlander with Tony Storm on commentary. I'm going to go first. I have a new rule. Tony Khan, I know you watched the show. Helen, we've talked and you've restored communications between us and AEW. When Tony Storm is not wrestling, Tony Storm needs to be on commentary.
Yep.
With as many sexual innuendos as possible.
Along with Mr. Shaman.
Yes,
If
please.
she's not wrestling, she must be on commentary. If
Yes.
she's not on commentary, she must be wrestling.
Mhm.
No time off. That's all I'm going to say. Canada Dry, you go first.
We're talking about the main event.
The main event.
Yeah, that's like, I think I like the Statlander was given this spot.
Yeah,
because they trust her.
Yeah,
they trust her to make Bane look great, and
yeah.
she did that. Like, props to Statlander, the unsung hero of AEW. Like, anytime you need her to make a woman look good, she's there, and she makes her look like $1 million. Like, Bane looks really good, but it's because of Stat.
Yep.
And it was a really good match.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it, and it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. Luna.
Yeah, another banger on the show. Of course, my girl Megan is always just straight fire. She's becoming one of my favorite wrestlers in AEW over time. And of course, I love Tony still, though. She's my girl. And Chris Statlander and Megan really put on a nice banger for the main event. Tony looked stunning tonight. And I was just like, this is a thick woman fest, of course.
That's your mind out of the gutter. Oh my goodness.
I mean, Tony Storm did say those are thighs that can crush melons. So, I mean,
Hey.
But it doesn't mean they're like.
Her bottom half looked good in that dress tonight.
Tiff, this is a family show.
No, it's not. We're after dark.
This is after dark.
But you should be talking about
After
wrestling, not your sexual fantasies.
Sometimes they're one and the same.
This could be like a really after dark show afterwards, or Tiff just talks about her fantasies.
After dark.
Yeah, on her own show, and she just talks about her fantasies.
This is Dynamite After Dark. After dark.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
but it's just nothing but innuendos, and she reviews our show.
Yes, it's just Tiff reading a list of her sexual things that she likes.
No,
Yeah.
we sit her in a cafe at a lone chair. She's smoking a cigarette. It's in black and white, and she's reading her fanfic.
Yeah.
That would be great.
And the luscious thighs kissed one another with such grace that it made the angels cry.
Listen, I'm
And then Tiff was like,
JFB. You haven't really seen me in that chat, but I usually get kind of crazy. Whenever I first came in here, to AFW. Aaron labeled me the female Dallas. If
Oh,
you guys
wow.
But how many times have I told you to stop being inappropriate?
Yeah, he had to
Yeah,
get
that's
on
probably
Jimmy a
counted on 10
lot.
fingers.
He can't count on how many fingers and toes, how much I got crazy in there, and I'm just like that.
She's a lusty girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lord
Lusty
Ryan Rich,
LaRue, that should be your new name in the AFW.
Moving on. My, you're a big bitch. Like that line from Tony Storm at the end cracked me up. Like the whole things. Every time she says Mr. Chavon, like it sends shivers down my spine. But the match itself was a very important match. And the reason why, and I loved what happened with Penelope getting thrown out. Because with this match, you show that Megan Bayne truly is at the top of the mountain. She didn't need the help from Penelope to beat Statlander, and that had to be shown. She had to earn that in the ring, so we got that tonight. That makes her a legitimate number one contender because she did it on her own. I like the story. I'm sorry.
I love the fact that she looked at Tony Storm and she said, "Watch this."
After she put a human projectile into her beautiful tummy.
Yep.
But she just drove. I mean, and then, man, the whole thing, like, it was a really good match. And Bayne and Statlander work really well together. I think that even still, like, Statlander jumping off the top rope and Megan Bayne just catching her, like, no big deal.
Yeah.
I was like, get out of here. You guys are ridiculous. The only thing that made me mad.
Get out of here. You're ridiculous.
Yeah, the only thing that made me angry was, like, they should have destroyed the security more.
Yeah.
Like, make them look like monsters, dude. Like, they're throwing dudes around like, blue, blue, blue. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see She-Hulk versus Titania.
There you
That's
go.
what I want to see.
Okay.
But the match was great. Tony Storm is a God's gift to women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Chins up, tits out. Watch out for the shoe.
There you go. This guy right here. Go for it.
Right there.
The other way. Both of you pointed the wrong way. Yeah, this was an awesome match, and honestly, I thought a worthy match to main event the show. I'm not complaining about this, but to be fair, Lord Ryan Rich, you did not complete the saying because Tony Storm gets into the ring and says, "Megan Bayne, you are one big bitch," and I've always said, the bigger they are, the harder they come.
Yeah.
But you're forgetting the line that she says, Dynasty, I'm going to get my strap on.
Yeah.
But
The whole thing. That's why I didn't go farther with it because I was like, it's just one innuendo after the other. So I was like, I'll just leave with the first one.
But I agree with you, Lord Reinrich. This match does so much more than just is a wrestling match.
Yeah.
It sets up Megan Bayne as a monster. But more importantly for me, it shows that Stat can be her first challenger and she can hang with Stat. And Stat could ultimately be the one that dethrones Megan Bayne later on down the line.
Yeah.
That's what this match says to me. So,
all right.
Yep.
I will say, though, also, got a little story to tell you real quick. Because my son has dance class on Wednesday, so he gets home like 9:30 every Wednesday night. Yeah. And they get home, like literally, they just missed the spikes. They just missed Moxley getting impaled. But as the women's match comes out, my wife always has this thing of just Megan Bayne just doesn't wear big enough clothes because she always feels like her tits are just going to pop out.
Hey, you know what? If it happens,
but tonight she's like, oh, she definitely has a better bra, but now her underwear is just way too small. She looks over to my son, Roman, who is 10, mind you.
Yeah.
And is like, Roman, do you like looking at her? And my son got beat red.
That is awesome.
That's great.
But me and my wife joked about what's funny is that my son is in dance and he's on a competition team and he sees women dressed way worse than what Megan Bayne is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are at the end of the show, which means we must enter into the Flower Shop.
I love the flower shop.
Yeah, it's brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your Adrian Adonis gear. Favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite game show of all time, Canada Dry. You go first.
All right. So this is so hard because there's so many good matches on this show. But the one that really captivated me was Billy Starks and Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
They just were so good. They brought something else.
Yeah.
And it was different. So it stole the show for me. It was the best match of the night. Favorite segment. I'm going to go with MJF because it made you think that he's bringing another faction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So that makes you think, oh, what's coming? So that's something to look forward to. And my game. Well, I'll wait for my game show. I'm giving this show my highest rating in a very long time because it was a banger after banger. I'm giving this show a 4.95.
All right.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Wow. All right. Favorite game show.
I'm gonna Bob Barker you all, and I'm going with The Price is Right. This
Great show. It's a great show.
When you're sick at home from school, you get to watch The Price is Right.
Yeah, you do.
What was
You
your
get
favorite
to see
game?
Flinko and when people win up to $50,000.
Plinko is my favorite game, but what's the second best game?
Oh, you tell me.
It's the Climbing Swedishman, dude.
I would watch it with my grandmother, and I would be like, "Oh, that toaster, $500," because I wanted the guy to fall off.
Yep.
Yes, but my rating, this was a great show.
Wonderful show. Good pick.
Okay, Luna.
My favorite match of the night was Mox and Cope. Tony, I guess I'll go with Tony Storm at the end. I give this show about 4.5, and my favorite game show of all time is Figure It Out from Nickelodeon.
Oh, very good.
And the close second will be 90s Price.
No. There's no close second.
There's no close second. This is a hand grenade.
Wow.
What's your rating?
I said about 4.5.
Okay.
All right, Lord Ryan Rich.
My match of the night is also Mercedes Moné versus Billy Starks because it shows the future of the women's division in Billy Starks, and it shows that Mercedes Moné is the most dominant female wrestler in AEW right now currently. This was it was a great match through and through. Like, it's a great way to show how a veteran and someone younger can work, and how to make each other look great. Like, everything was great about the match. My favorite segment I was going to say was Tony Storm's commentary, just because it's every time you get something great. Like, I really love NJF's too, but it's just you catch that live feeling and the improv of it all. Yeah. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the show. So it still feels a little disjointed to me. So for that, I'm going to give it a 4.4, which is still a fantastic score. I mean, yeah. It's one of the better Dynamites I've seen probably in the last couple months. And it gives me hope because in 2 weeks I will be in Peoria at Dynamite and Collision.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, hey, we're on the second row where Mox comes in.
Okay.
Hey.
So be looking for it in the.
No, if there's any chance you could grab the briefcase and just take.
I'm gonna run and get tackled and beat up by Cheesecake. But favorite game show. This is, like I said, he's a rat bastard for this because he doesn't understand that my time spent with my mom's mom, my grandma Brown, was all Game Show Network. that were just reruns of 70s game shows. So my answer, without a shadow of a doubt, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Yeah, I love
Pressure
it.
Luck, the original.
Another good one. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Joe.
My match of the night is the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
Thought it was a great match.
Controlled Chaos. I knew you'd do it.
Of course. Honestly, if Mox had ended a little better, that would have been my match of the night because that was even more Controlled Chaos.
Yeah.
My segment of the night is Mercedes Moné in the backstage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another good one. I'm giving this a 4.6. I thought this was a great show.
Yeah.
Like it flew by, I had fun. And now this is the first game that popped into my mind when Canada Dry said we're doing favorite game show tonight. And it could be the 70s version. It could be the rebooted version in the 2000s with Alec Baldwin, but I love Richard Dawson. And it's Match Game. I love that.
There you go.
Yeah, Match Day, man.
That's
Hey,
the microphone. Richard
I love
Dawson.
I love watching it. Just
And now you're going Family Feud there for a second.
Just sexually harassing every woman on that show.
Yeah.
And honestly, the reboot
Like
in the
only
2000s,
you could in the 70s.
the 2000s reboot with Alec Baldwin as the host.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It
Wasn't bad. And they just sexually assault everybody. They just abusing everybody. They didn't care what
Ah,
you
round me too.
Yeah.
All right,
And once again, it's just it's great because my son watches it with me and he doesn't understand 90% of what's going on. So.
James,
Keep that innocence, Roman.
All right.
James, I have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you our James? Like the James?
The James, yes.
That's my question.
I thought that was going
So,
somewhere.
favorite match? I'm gonna go with the four-way, the opening match. What a great way to open a show.
Yeah.
And to basically say, hey, guess what? You forgot about Mark Davis because he was injured or whatnot, but he's pretty much of an Australian badass. So we're gonna let him showcase what this man can do to you. I thought it was brilliant. My favorite segment, I'm gonna go with Tony Storm on commentary. Yeah, I mean, everything that came out of her mouth was just pure gold. It was fantastic. My favorite game show, and I was gonna say Price is Right. I was gonna say Deal or No Deal because both those were so instrumental. But I have a very idyllic brain. I remember and retain facts very easily, and they
What is
don't.
Jeopardy?
My favorite game is Jeopardy.
That would be my second.
I will sit there and just answer questions left and right.
Alex Trebek, what a hell of a guy!
Yeah, and I
I got waitlisted to be on Jeopardy.
really,
Wow.
You know, I'd love sitting down watching Jeopardy, and when a category comes up and like I ain't going to know shit, and I know like every single question, it's like the greatest feeling in the world.
Lord Ride Rich, you are now.
It's normally sports.
Lord Ride Rich, you are now an AFW Jeopardy question. Which AFW member was almost on Jeopardy?
Lord Ryan Rich. That is correct.
That is correct.
I'm going to give this show a 4.5. I thought it was a great show. You know, as we get closer to Dynasty, I think they need to do just a smidge more storytelling. I wish there was just a skosh more of segments, but overall, man, this show is.
Yeah, I'm at the go home show.
Yeah, I mean, when your worst match is Osprey and AR Fox, like that's
I
insane.
think this is the first time in the history that Osprey has had a match on a show where we reviewed and nobody picked that as their favorite match.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know it was a banger episode when that happens.
So, what is our cumulative score?
4.59.
There you go.
Not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
Not bad.
Guys, if you want to get in touch with us, multiple ways to do it. Click on your screen, click do. And you can get connected with all of us all over the interwebs if you want a t-shirt, and you know that you do. Got the sharpshooter right there. Sharpshooter action t-shirt. We have the OG shirt.
Yeah.
I'm Rich with the middle fingers. You're asking, how do I get these shirts? Well, it's really easy. Go to this website called prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. Grab a few tees. Get the hell out of the store. You're going to look cool in front of all your friends.
You know, I'm serious about hawking some teas when I flash you.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's where you need to go. On behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Tiff, Lord Ron Rich, EVP Joe, I am and always will be the JFB.
Now, just a little insider info. You know the Just Keep Fighting like fist?
Yeah.
That came from like Bret Hart doing this in all his like promos. Like you always see him like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, if stuff is weighing you down, if things are just coming on top of you, be encouraged because you're not in this alone. Lots of other people have went through this and they came out clean on the other side. So just don't give up hope. Get strength from your friends, your family. Reach out to people because when they know that you're hurting, they're going to be there for you. We're here for you. Just hit us a message, any one of us, and we'll start to encourage you. We'll pick you up, put one foot in front of the other, raise your fist in the air, put the devil in a sharpshooter, and just keep fighting.
Yeah.
Please stay tuned for Tiff After Dark, where she will tell you all about her fantasies. Yes, that's right, Tiff After Dark.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.